Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute. Today's pick a card is all about love. I got a new meditation chair. I don't know why I just shared that. No, this is not just for singles. There is a message in this video for you as it relates to your love life. You don't have to tell me what you've been through or what your love life has been like. Trust me, I know. I feel your pain or your joy. It was a really weird year last year for a lot of people that had a trickle-down effect on every area of people's lives, and love was obviously a hugely impacted one. So once again, whatever your situation is, let's get to the bottom of it. Today's pick a card is also really special because it'll be an extended reading where the further out futuristic components of the reading will be available for members to view. Also, if you are looking for super cool candles that reinforce a message of self-love and self-compassion, gotta check out these. They are wickless and they are beautiful inside. They're crystals. I can't get over it. These last virtually forever, and it's a special line that she made for me, so I highly encourage you guys to go check it out. Link in the description below. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Hey pile one, let's take a look. All right, so what happened to you before? We have King of Cups reversed, King of Wands upright, interesting. Four of Pentacles upright, I'm getting a story right away. Eight of Wands upright, Knight of Swords upright, and then Eight of Cups upright. Okay, so right now we're reading your past, your recent past, as far as love goes. I see multiple people, there were multiple characters involved. I see like a work situation. I feel like you took a risk. It was a little bit dicey. Maybe you got involved with somebody that you shouldn't have. Maybe it was multiple people that you shouldn't have been really involved with. I don't mean to say should or shouldn't, but I feel like it was a very sort of like hush hush, like under the wraps, like don't tell anybody, don't let anybody find out. Like you were in a very torn circumstance. I just heard that for some of you guys, you were already in a relationship and then you met someone outside of your relationship and then you were like, what do I do now? It's like a work affair or something like that. So you had to like do a lot to sort of like hide the secret and not let anybody find out. I'm also hearing that this caused disruption in your home life. So maybe your spouse or your partner confronted you or told you that it's not acceptable to be a certain way or to do certain things. I'm also feeling like a lot of you guys felt like you had to be in a domestic partnership with someone, even if the love ran out, because it was no longer fulfilling emotionally. So you really didn't know how to express that. So instead, you looked outside the connection or the relationship that you're already in. If this is not you, by the way, this could have been the person that you were involved with, the person that you're currently dating or married to, who kind of like stepped outside of their integrity or acted out of integrity and kind of like betrayed your trust. But the funny thing is that there's no actual betrayal of trust. I feel like if there was someone distracted in the relationship, it felt more emotional than physical. Whatever it is, I just feel like the main theme here is distraction, apathy, loss of interest, but also not really do anything about it is a dominant themes here. So your present energies, let's see. Well, present shifting into the near future. We have Chariot. I also want to point out I get Cancer, Gemini, Sagittarius energy here. A lot of water signs as well. But I'm getting predominantly Gemini, Cancer, some water signs. Anyway, so very interesting with this Four of Wands and the Chariot. I feel like you're ready to sort of put this drama, not to call it drama, but what I'm hearing is that you really want successful union and partnership. You really want to close doors to opportunities that are toxic or opportunities that are not really opportunities anymore. You're kind of like, you know what, I'm done playing around. I'm done like fucking around. I want to settle down. I want to, rekindle this connection with my partner. I want to put the history behind us and like really confidently march forward. That's kind of where you're at. This also could be your partner telling you like, I'm really ready to put the past behind us and like start anew. Maybe you guys did have the heart to heart where one of you said, this is not working for me. And then your partner responded like, you know what, that's hurtful, but like, I want to give it another go, right? Something like that. I'm getting, not rekindling, but a brand new opportunity at love/intimacy. And then I am getting teamwork and partnership. Here you go. So this is where you or your partner is going, yeah, this relationship takes work. This requires work, and I want to start over with you, even though it means I have to compromise like my old habits or like my toxic patterns. I just heard that for some of you guys, the affair wasn't like another person, but like a habit, maybe like a drinking habit, or like maybe being addicted to a hobby that made one person, the relationship, be pulled away from the relationship, something like that. Very interesting. Like I said, there's no like direct cheating or lying, anything like that involved. It just feels more like something is not integrous, or something is a little bit not completely honest, but it's not so like sinful, let's just say. If you're single and you're watching this is about, I think, your past relationship that maybe was not fulfilling and not complete, and you either chose to walk away or your partner did, and you are starting to shift into the energy of newness, where you really do, you're becoming like a magnet for from the opposite gender, is what I'm hearing, which is like super cool. All right, so we're about to look into your future energy. My phone battery died. So looking at the energies, where you're headed is potentially a brand new connection or an opportunity for a relationship with somebody for singles. And for those of you guys that are already in a committed partnership, I see like a rekindling, like a reconnecting, like a recalibration. And like I said, because teamwork is going to be such an important theme, the guidance card that you got is don't let pride get in the way. So in order for you and a special someone to like really make it work, get along, like almost find balance again, is what I'm hearing. One or both of you guys have to like really like swallow your egos. So I have cards here that are going to look further into what's going to happen next in your connection, or if you're single in your next partnership. So this, once again, is released for members only. Do not feel pressure, but there is a join button, so I'll see you there if you want a continuation of this reading. Pile 2, are you ready for your love reading? Let's go. Okay, so we have Page of Swords upright, Nine of Swords reversed, Judgment upright, Seven of Wands reversed, 10 of Wands reversed, and the Sun reversed. Okay, we're reading your past energy. I get Leo, Sagittarius, a lot of fire signs actually, some air. All right, I pick up depression. A lot of you guys are out of a very bad relationship, or this could even be a relationship with yourself, is what I'm hearing. A lot of you guys are coming out of a very difficult time, very anxiety inducing, stressful, depressing, sort of low time of your life. But you realize that you need to make a change, is what I'm hearing, so you kind of pull yourself out of it, reluctantly so. So if you guys like threw yourself into a project, this reads more single energy to me. Like you really threw yourself into a project, like you really threw yourself into working on something, maybe multiple projects. I'm also hearing like writing, marketing, sales, PR, copywriting, things like that. So you could be a workaholic within advertising or marketing. That's a very specific message. It's almost like you didn't want to confront your nightmares or your feelings or your thoughts. So you kind of just ended up working all the time, over time, which is very common, by the way. A lot of people run to work because they don't want to face themselves or face their demons. And you're realizing that you're really blocking your own happiness by doing that. You're realizing like, wait, I'm not fulfilled. I'm not happy. Something needs to give. And I'm also feeling like you are a happy person. Like, it's not that you're not happy. Like, you're intrinsically a happy person that kind of lost touch with how to be happy, is sort of what I'm getting. And then you realize a lot of it has to do with like you forcing yourself to like go into overdrive working mode. The other thing that I'm getting is like, if you were not throwing yourself into a project and working all the time, what I am feeling is like you really overcommitted to your personal growth. Like, you know what I mean? Like there are some people who like really throw themselves into like self-love, self-development, personal development, but they're not actually healing. They're not actually working on themselves. It's just like a facade or like spiritual bypassing almost. And you're realizing like, man, I'm doing all these like theoretical shit that's not actually getting me anywhere. So let's see what's coming up next in your love energy. I get Queen of Pentacles upright, Two of Swords reversed, Five of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. King of Swords, King of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles reversed. Wow. Okay. Major shift. definitely a workaholic. Whoever's watching this, Queen of Pentacles with the Two of Swords reversed. Like you, I feel like you are very high up in whatever company you work at. I feel like you have your shit together. I feel like you at least aspire to be like this archetype Queen of Pentacles, and it's almost like a shield to protect your heart. You're like, you know what? I am this person. I'm gonna protect my heart. I don't have time for love. Like, I'm too good for love. Like that's kind of the energy that you're in right now. But you're moving into, I feel like you're gonna meet your match, this King of Swords energy, who just as much have their shit together, who can like match your intellect, who is sharp just like you and can see through your bullshit and like really challenge you, is kind of what I'm getting. I'm also here like a lawyer kind of archetype with the Five of Pentacles reverse energy. So this person has a fear of being abandoned. So initially you might kind of trigger each other because like you're going to act out of defense mode and they're going to act out of defense mode, but really at the root of it all is like this fear of abandonment, which is interesting. So I feel like the person that's coming into your life, because there is someone coming in, by the way, the person that is coming into your life on the surface seems like super tough, but has like a very soft interior. So you almost have to like be able to see this person beyond what they are on the surface. And then you're going to have another option, which is the King of Pentacles. Now, for some of you guys, not all of you guys, for some of you guys, the person that you meet is going to start out as this King of Swords archetype that transforms into the King of Pentacles archetype the more you get to know this person. And this is the energy of like the more nurturing, the caretaking, the fatherly, the more like organized, available, that kind of figure. And this is going to have a long-term potential with the Ten of Pentacles. This could really be something. I feel like this person's not only intelligent, as I mentioned earlier, but like I'm hearing like old money, like they're established. They have properties. They have not farms, but you know, modern day version of a farm. They're really a catch is what I'm getting, but it is reversed because it's like you're not going to see this at first. You're going to see this like kind of like assholey vibe at first. For some of you, not all of you, I am getting that this is like two prospects. Like you're going to have to choose between two energies. One's more earthy, one's more like fiery / airy. So you're going to have a choice, but I feel like for the vast majority of you, this is a discovery process, like really getting to know somebody. So super interesting energies here. The main theme that I'm getting is like, especially for singles, like you're coming out of your singledom and you're gonna meet somebody that really challenges you and like helps you to grow and force you to grow, because I feel like that was a main thing for this pile. Like you really weren't able to meet somebody that could like match your energy, but that's about to shift. And if you are already in a relationship, I feel like your relationship isn't fulfilling. It's like kind of like a toxic, or one of you or both of you are just like not in a good state mentally, but that's about to shift. I do feel like I don't see a breakup necessarily, but I do see you guys having a conversation that's more like practically oriented. Like, hey, we're both working overtime all the time and we don't have time for each other. How can we make time for each other and like really talk about stuff that matters? Which is fascinating to me. So having like a more heart-to-heart conversation with your loved one so that you realign on like where you guys are headed in the future, so they can realign where you guys stand. Maybe one person was thinking about like not having children, but you want to, or they want to. Like I feel like you guys are going to realign on that, which is very interesting. That's for people who are in a committed partnership, because like one or both of you are workaholics and that was like affecting the quality of the connection. So the guidance card that I get is confidence is key to your success. So makes a lot of sense to me, like confidence to like speak your truth, to communicate your needs and wants for those that are in a relationship, but also for the single folks. This is about the confidence, like kind of put yourself back out there again. Confidence to recognize that like whatever you've been doing is just not working for you. So you got to change something. Like somebody's got to give. Listen, like I tell this to my clients all the time, but like I can read this for you. None of this could materialize unless you take action. And you really can't take divinely inspired actions until you like execute, because you're confident enough to, right? And you have faith. So that's a next big step for you, to be confident and to like know that you deserve this next big thing and that you deserve happiness and love. So what do you have to do to bridge that gap between who you are today, between who you are today versus who you are or who you want to be? And a lot of that boils down to confidence. So I have extra sets of cards here that reveal like additional futuristic energies that are coming into your love life. This is for members only. Do not feel pressure to watch this or join at all. But if you feel called to, this is available to you. Once again, all you have to do is join as a member. So hopefully I'll see you there. Otherwise, it was a pleasure reading for you. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, and I will see you at your next video. Bye-bye. Hi, Pile 3. Let's look at what's going on in your love life. So look at the past. A Hangman, strong start. Nine of Pentacles, strong start. The Tower, what did I say? Strong start. Seven of Pentacles. Six of Cups, okay, better. Death, spoke too soon. All right. In the past, I'm getting that, okay, this is very strong single energy, but this could also mean that you were in a relationship that you felt lonely, right? I'm getting that you really sacrificed your personal life for your career and financial success. With a Hangman and the Nine of Pentacles, it's almost like you had really high standards because you worked on yourself a lot and you weren't ready to give it up for a random Tom, Dick, or Harry. I'm picking up someone who has very strong boundaries and strong sense of self. At the very bare minimum, a lot of guards up, a lot of walls up. And you're like, but rightfully so. I've earned it. I've worked on myself. No one can just like enter this energy field, which I subscribe to that. But you had an episode recently where you realized all the money doesn't mean anything. This Tower and the Seven of Pentacles, I'm also hearing West Coast. So I feel like for some of you guys, maybe you moved recently to the West, or maybe you are already in the West Coast, or maybe I'm just getting this feeling like you worked so hard to make certain changes and you finally have, but like this love area is the one thing that like you just were not able to see the changes that you wish to call into your reality, and you're having like this Tower moment of like, holy fuck, what is wrong with me? I am getting that you start to put yourself out there and you start to attract potential mates with a Six of Cups. I feel like you have a lot of suitors that find you very attractive. By the way, I'm getting Scorpio, Sagittarius, some earth energy here. But it's funny, like this feels awkward to me. Like you're kind of putting yourself out there. I feel like you've been probably involved with some people, but the whole thing just feels so new that you want another beginning on top of that. You're like, you know what, whatever these encounters that I had, that didn't count. Let me just start over. That's kind of like what I'm feeling. I'm also getting that if this is a couple, if you are in a committed relationship, for whatever reason, like all the committed relationship readings that I've been doing lately it's really about finances, which is very interesting. I am getting that so fascinating. I am getting this energy of like you guys were not aligned financially. Like you guys were on different pages, or like one person was hogging all the financial assets and like didn't want to share, or like what there's something about like there's one person in the connection being a taker and then the other person being a giver, and there was like a lopsided, uneven, kind of unfair dynamic between the two of you, where finally one of you guys like was like a whistleblower and was like, listen dude, this doesn't feel like a partnership. It feels like a handout or like a charity. Or this could also be as simple as like, one person in the connection is like a workaholic and can't really be present in the connection. There's that happening too, which is interesting. But if you are in a committed partnership, I'm getting that there was like almost like a come to Jesus kind of moment where you were like, all right, let's try to spice things up a bit. Let's try to go back to how things used to be. But then realizing like, this is awkward. Like there's all these real life examples still hanging over our head that you haven't addressed. So like us try to like, get close again. Nah, because all these problems still exist. Like that's the kind of energy that I'm getting, which is fascinating to me. So let's see what you're moving into. Knight of Wands reversed, 10 of Swords upright, the Star upright, 8 of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Swords upright, Emperor upright. Interesting. And now I get Aries energy, Aquarius energy, a lot of fire actually. This is super random, and I'm sorry if you didn't expect this, but because this is like a very like financially heavy reading, I have to say like someone in the connection is about to change their jobs or lose their jobs and go more entrepreneurial. So that could have been something that was like a major blocker or like an elephant in the room in your connection if you're in a committed partnership, right? Like where somebody's like, I don't know if I can like bring home the bacon anymore because I need to work on my business. So honey, in the meantime, could you do something about that? There's a little bit of that. So that created tension in the connection. I'm also feeling like if you are single, this is like an ending of a certain pattern, like attracting maybe like workaholics or attracting guys who are just never available because they're working on their business 24/7. Like there's an ending of that almost. I do see brighter future ahead. And I do, oh gosh, this is so interesting. So I am feeling like ending of a financial burden. This is a money heavy reading. Like that's been like a big theme for you. Whoever's watching this, whoever picked pile 3, it's almost like your love life and your financial life were like intertwined, like entangled. And I am getting, sorry, Skylar's snoring. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm also getting that ultimately someone in this connection needs to step up to the plate and call the shots and go like, this is bullshit. We're gonna have to set brand new rules here. And if you're single, this energy reads to me as like you're gonna attract this Aries type energy who is very executive, CEO like, has her shit together. Because I feel like for people who are single and watching this pile, I can see that what you've been going through is very much like very withdrawn, very guarded, but starting to put the feelers out there, pulling back and going, no. And realizing like, but I can't go back to my old habits. I have to put myself out there, but I only want to date if it's this type of energy. Someone who's like executive, has their shit together, and truly like knows what they want, which is kind of a similar energy to pile 2, but I mean, there's obviously differences and nuances. So once again, as a recap, if you're in a committed partnership, I have to say there are some financial changes that are about to happen in your relationship that's going to shift the dynamics. Like the position of power moves. But I don't say like a breakup or anything like that. If you are single and watching this, I feel like I feel like we're very flighty in relationships. Like I feel like you are the fuck boy or the fuck girl. And I feel like you're going to stop that and go like, you know what? I really got to put down roots and settle down. And what that means is like I have to become this person. So once again, if you're single, this also means you're kind of putting your finances or your career temporarily in the back burner so that you can be more open-hearted. And it's not that you ever have to like put anything in the back burner to manifest anything or call something into your reality. But in your particular case, because you've prioritized it so much, it's just going to be deprioritized just a tad bit. And attracting this Aryan energy, which is super cool. I actually really like the Emperor energy as like a potential mate. The only downfall with them is that like they could be kind of controlling and stubborn, so just like look out for that. But there's definitely someone entering your energy field who's actually going to make you realize you're not the only ones with a tough wall up. They do too, but they're also going to demand and expect a lot of you that you feel comfortable surprisingly like stepping up to the plate. Because if someone has high standards, I think that's a good signal. Maybe not always, but in your particular case with the Emperor, it's like someone that you feel is worthy of bring your walls down and like worthy of like letting them challenge you, because you're going to see immediately that they're worth it. Let's see what guidance cards we get. Ooh, a card fell out. We're going to have to take a look at that. Oh yeah, see, the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. So what this means is that you are starting, see, I already called this earlier with the 6 of Cups and the Death. It's like you already start to put the feelers out there. You already started dating. So Spirit's saying don't quit. Keep going, keep putting yourself out there. If you catch yourself in the moment being too guarded, call yourself out and go like, no, let's not overcorrect. Let's keep going. Let's not get discouraged. Let's not close up again. So this is validation that you're on the right track, doing the right things. And this card fell out, so I have to look at this now. You've got the box, stepping outside of your box, stepping outside of your comfort zone, stepping outside of this like 9 of Pentacles, like very confined energy of like, this is my world, no one can touch it, I'm safe here, I don't need anybody. You're stepping outside of that and like really challenging yourself to grow. Because for this particular pile, what I am getting is that like you're realizing that you actually were not growing in this area of your life, and you want that to change. And it's going to change. And it's going to change for the better, because you're going to make space for someone who's finally worthy of you, which is super powerful. All right, I do have cards here that show even further out extended energies. you are welcome to join the membership if you feel called to it, to see the extended energies. Otherwise, it was a pleasure reading for you. Please share, like, comment, subscribe, and best of luck, and I will see you at your next video.